the glass.
Well, Kevin, a few things. One, they emphasize it. They prioritize rebounding the basketball. And then they send everybody to the glass. A lot of guys for each of these teams goes to the board, and the work ethic is outstanding.
That hustle, and you were a hustler, but I know you admire that as much as anything, don't you?
That's a big part of rebounding, hustling.
Pass to Powell. Elbow shot is on the way. Jump shot is good that time.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Outside Westbrook. Capella trying to free himself up. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Finney-Smith, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Denver.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Now here's Westbrook. Count it. Good.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. Rockets with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here is Harden following the score by Dallas. Curry against Capella. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I love what Capella brings to the game. Tough, physical, strong, relentless. Got to respect what he does on these contact finishes.
Now, here's Doncic. A 35-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Finney-Smith, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Now, Doncic, after Westbrook's missed three, Powell dishes to Curry. Doncic outside, back to Curry. Shoots from 12, and the jumper is good.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
For three, Westbrook, and no good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And so it's Houston with it, following the score by Dallas. And it's good for two. Westbrook's got his second bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Curry passes to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. He's got 7. Now, here's Doncic. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rockets trail by 11. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Curry looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Doncic. Over Harden. Here's Porzingis, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
Now, here's Capella. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass. I mean, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Curry. Sweet little floater. Curry's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here is House. Following the score by Dallas. Harden has a wide open look. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And Harden's 3-point accuracy is leaking. I mean, he gets his shot off with such ease and quickness.
Passes it to Powell. Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
That free throw, no good. And, you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
And when you see that step back 3, Clark, for Doncic, shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what they say, Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Wright. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing here by 8. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And here are the Rockets now. The Mavericks making the shot. From 13, that one a little long. Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 9.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Westbrook. Over right. The Rockets with another miss. And the Mavericks with possession here. Hardaway passes to Wright. Back to Hardaway. Lots of room. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Westbrook kicks to Cephalosha. Over Hardaway. The 19-footer is on the money.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Now the Mavericks with it. 10-point lead. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Rockets have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Chandler. For the three. Westbrook, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. Cephalosha dishes to Chandler. Now, here's McLemore. Guarded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 10. To the middle. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Over right. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 11 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Right against Westbrook. And it's Wright missing. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Over right. Westbrook, no good. And so here is Dallas. It's a 10-point game. Westbrook with the steal. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 13 points in the game.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Right, the pass to Doncic. Right against Westbrook. And Wright kicks to Kleba. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And it's good, 2 points.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Now here's Wright on the wing, Doncic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 15. Fires from 18. Offensive rebound.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without fouling.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Jalen Brunson. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jackson. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Kleba in at the center position. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. Stolen by Jackson. Right side. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Dallas moving it around. Here's the three. Rockets with the rebound. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson against Harden. Tipped away. Chandler the pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Kleba with the rebound.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Rivers following the score by Dallas. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And, guys, you look at the Rockets, they've been in the midst of a great championship window. A lot of teams have been trying to avoid going for titles against the Warriors. The Rockets have been in win-now mode, very aggressive in trying to get to the top.
And here are the Rockets now. The Mavericks making the shot. McLemore with the ball. Wright's there. From 11 feet away. McLemore, no good. Clark, you have to admire the Rockets for not shying away from the challenge of keeping up with a great team like Golden State.
Yeah, I have great respect for the Rockets, guys, because they've come as close as any team in the West to knocking off the Warriors. They took them to a Game 7 and also had a chance in last season's playoffs when KD was injured. I think you've got to admire their competitive spirit and not backing down.
Right. You're right, Clark. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Harden.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Curry against Rivers. Outside Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
It's hard to know what Seth's going to do when he pulls up this close. He's excellent at making the defense uncomfortable.
Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And for so many things that the Rockets do right, one area they can lapse in is rebounding.
Yeah, and a big part of that, I think, is they play a lot of small ball, and the defense is decent, but the rebounding suffers when they go small. They were bottom 3 in the league last year in rebounding.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here is Harden following the score by Dallas. And the shot goes down. Harden's got 7 points.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Brunson finds Curry. Capella against Powell. Pass to Jackson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Brunson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here is House. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Sefolosha dishes to Rivers. Kicks to House. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Curry. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Harden kicks to Rivers. From 11 feet away, the shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And so here is Houston. The Mavericks making the shot. Here is House. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Here's Curry after Clint Capella's bucket.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
You talk about the aggressive summer for the Mavericks. The max extension for Porzingis was a given.
Yeah, I agree. And you take a look at what else they needed. More shooting, two-way veteran players if they're going to make a push for the playoffs.
The free throw drops for Curry.
Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take threes as often as possible, over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application in how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range broke their own record last year in three-point attempts.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Rivers. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. He dishes it to Jackson. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
With some arc and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Here's Rivers following the score by Dallas. Here is House. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harden scanning the floor. There's the pass to Rivers. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Rivers has got his second bucket of the night.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. That's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Westbrook. 5 to shoot. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Lets it go with a 3. And Curry pulls it down.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
the Rockets pull it in. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden draws the double. Here's Tucker. The Rockets with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the basket by Harden.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 16. Porzingis trying to get free, and the basket is good. 20 points for Luka Doncic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Westbrook, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Harden against Doncic. Takes the 3. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And with Clint Capella, it's easy to see what an important piece of this team he is.
Yeah, it really is, guys, because when he's off the floor, there's a clear difference in how his team plays. I mean, he fits in so well and gives the Rockets exactly what they need, finishing at the rim out of pick and rolls, and then a terrific rim protector as well.
And the Rockets making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Justin Jackson. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry. Now here's Wright. He has 6. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleber. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Here's Capella, and it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Houston.
Tyson Chandler.
Mavericks on D. Harden, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Bounce pass from Wright. And Harden comes to help. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Now Harden. Pass to Westbrook. From past the arc, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
And we're seeing there's a certain it factor for Luka Doncic. His supreme confidence in himself, the terrific floor leader, he's turned a lot of people into believers in a very short time.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Houston. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Stolen by Westbrook. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
A lot of turnover for the Mavericks this season, but they bring back restricted free agents Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
And, you know, those 3 players have made steady improvement, and that's a credit to how the Mavericks develop young players. They also bring length and athleticism to that rotation.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rocket shooting 43% for the game. Curry against Westbrook. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Westbrook's got 20 points.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Porzingis. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Powell, the pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Outside, Porzingis fires for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry, good. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
And this is what Seth Curry is out here to do. Able to score in a lot of different ways.
Harden against Doncic. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Doncic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Doncic, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And there's the pass to Westbrook. Passes to Harden from downtown, and another three for Houston. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Clint Capella. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Curry. That one misses. Good D by Westbrook. And here's Harden for three. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Right side, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And here's Westbrook from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
Now here's Westbrook. 23 points in the game. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Finney Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Westbrook. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Westbrook against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden outside. Harden draws the double, feeds to Tucker. Powell pulls it in.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Curry passes to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Dishes to Curry. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
House the pass to Sefolosha. That one falls. Cephalosha's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Now the feed to Powell. That shot off, so Houston will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Finney Smith, 13 points in the game. To the paint, stolen by Tucker. House dishes to Harden. Lets a floater go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last 2 years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill, outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
2 shots.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And he makes the first. Jackson hits both of them. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Pass to McLemore. Misses the 3. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the dunk by Jackson.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Lobbed up there for Chandler.
And, you know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at moving the ball.
And here's Brunson. He has 5. And Harden comes to help. And there's Jackson on the assist by Doncic. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Harden against Doncic. Shoots over Doncic, and too long on the shot. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Moment here now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Clint Capella with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility that he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Harden can't hit.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Tries again, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling his business in the pros because he's all business.
Shooting 2.
That one falls for Brunson. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's McLemore. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Rivers. Harden against Wright. Shot to stop the run. Cephalosha. The shot off that time. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Brunson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Now here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Looking for Cephalosha. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Wright, following the score by Houston. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Brunson. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rockets shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And some nice passing there by Houston. He kicks it to Chandler. Now here's McLemore outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Right, the pass to Kleba. Stolen by Harden. Here's McLemore, and McLemore slams it in.
And Harden continues to work on his defense. It is a work in progress, but showing a bit of an edge on this end of the floor now. I like it.
Now here's Wright. 6 points for him. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Harden. Rivers scanning the floor. He feeds it to Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
The first free throw is good. Houston making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Harden hits them both. And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Now here's Brunson, guarded by Harden. And it's Wright missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brunson. Harden's shot is off. They get it back. Chandler's shot, good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And so it's Dallas, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, Wright is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's Lee. And it's Kleba in at the 4. Stolen away. Clemens guarded by Barea. And he banks in the layup.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble.
And Wright kicks to Barea. Wright with it. Passes it to Marjanovic. Frazier against Lee. Pass to Barea. Fires the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Rockets shooting 43% from the floor. Frazier against Lee. Here's Clark, and he uses the glass on the layup. Clark's got his first 2 points.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Barea, the pass to Kleba. Now here's Barea. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets.
And for the matchup with the Suns, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge.
Shooting 2.
Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
And he can't get the first one.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. He hits the second from the line. Rockets on offense. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. Kicks it to Frazier. Pass to Rivers. Over Wright. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And the pass to Barea. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Clemens guarded by Barea. The rebound by Marjanovic. Dallas shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Here's Wright. Makes it off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
At the line for your Rockets, Clemens. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Now here's Barea. Tight defense on him, and he gets it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Barea. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the shot is good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Right outside. Now here's Barea. Defense right on him. And good that time. Barea's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Here's Clark. Clemens, guarded by Barea, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Passes it to Wright. Now here's Barea. Defense is right there. From 11 feet away, it's deflected. Here's Clemens. The rebound by Marjanovic. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Here's Lee outside. It's hauled in by Frazier. Pass to Rivers. Clemens, covered by Lee. Here's Clemens. No good. Shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. The drive by Lee. The layup off target.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. And he ends up missing both free throws. And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact, Clark, when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston. Clemens. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
One shot.
The free throw drops from Marjanovic. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rivers. The pass to Clemens. Here's Hartenstein. Guarded by Barea.
Shooting for Houston, Isaiah Hartenstein. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Marjanovic finds Powell. Now Doncic. And it's blocked. Now Rivers. Passes it to Clemens. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Doncic. And wrestling forth there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And so here is Dallas. Barea surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Powell. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now the Mavericks moving it up.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
All free throws good from Doncic. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Clemens guarded by Barea, and it goes down 2 points.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Inside, and the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Here's Clemens, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's Doncic, that time on the assist by Barea. And that's now 30 points for Luka Doncic. Clemens, guarded by Barea. Here's Clemens, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots.
Two.
And that one misses.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Houston making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Brunson's checked in. And he's good on the second. And the Mavericks with possession here. And here's Barea. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, Barea's not a big guy, about 5'5" at best, and because of that, you got to be tough, and he's a tough-nosed player.
J.J. Barea at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Barea. He's off on the second. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Clemens, Brunson covering. Clock at 6. Here's Clemens. The pass to Hartenstein. He gets that one. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Barea with it. On the wing, Lee. Over Clark. Lee, that's good. Lee's got his first points of the night.
You know, so comfortable taking this shot is Courtney Lee. And, you know, anytime he gets some room to fire from there, he's not passing it up.
Clemens, guarded by Barea. Here's Clemens. Again, the Rockets score.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Pass to Barea. Back to Brunson. And the pass to Marjanovic. The dish to Lee. Over Clark. No good from Lee.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Clemens, guarded by Barea. Here's Clemens, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the middle. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
The Rockets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Clemens, guarded by Barea. Here's Clemens. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Frazier.
2 minutes remaining.
Chandler outside. Back to Frazier, right wing. Chandler kicks to Frazier. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Mavericks ball.
Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Barea. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Frazier outside. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's Hartenstein. Count it. Hartenstein's got 6 in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Now, here's Barea. 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Clark. To the inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now Barea. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really